Welcome to News on Face. You're watching today's top international news comes from Washington, D.C., where U.S. President Donald Trump met Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney in the Oval Office on Tuesday. What is meant to be formal diplomatic meeting quickly turned into a viral moment after President Donald Trump revived his old joke about Canada becoming 51st state of the United States. Let's look at what happened, how Carney responded, and what this meeting really means for U.S. Canada relations. President Donald Trump welcomed Prime Minister Mark Carney warmly, saying that the two leaders would discuss trade and economic cooperation for the good for both countries. Carney replaced Justin, who stepped down earlier this year after facing political controversies, some of which, interestingly, were the same 51st state joke. Trump's meetings with foreign leaders are often known for humor and unpredictability, and this one was no different. When Mark Carney got his turn to speak, he began on a respectful note. He thanked President Donald Trump for hosting him again, saying that "You kindly hosted me and my colleagues a few months ago. I said then that you are a transformative president." Carney went to praise Trump's leadership, saying that under his presidency there had been unprecedented economic transformation, increased defense spending by NATO partners, peace efforts from India and Pakistan to Azerbaijan to Armenia, and the weakening of Iran as a terror force. Carney even said, "I am running out of time, but this is in many respects the most important," before Donald Trump jumped in with his trademark humor. Before Carney could finish his sentence, President Donald Trump interrupted with a grin and said, "You mean the major of Canada and the United States, that's the most important thing." The room burst into laughter, but the comment also brought back memories of the some joke that once upset Canadian politicians, including former PM Justin. Carney quickly responded, smiling but firm, "That wasn't where I was going, Mr. President." His polite but sharp reply showed that while he wanted to keep the meeting friendly, he was also drawing a line on national pride. Despite the joke, the atmosphere remained positive. President Donald Trump called Mark Carney a world-class leader and a tough negotiator. He added, "We have great love for each other," while praising the Canadian leader's efforts in improving cross-border relations. Carney continued to show respect, acknowledging Trump's role in global peace initiatives and also including efforts in the Middle East and Europe. Both leaders appears to be in a good spirits, but observers noted that the lighthearted movement also revealed the power dynamics between Washington and Ottawa. After the speeches, reporters asked a tough question: what is holding up the new trade agreement between the US and Canada, especially when Donald Trump thinks Carney is such a good man? Trump laughed and replied, "Because I want to be a great man too." The comment drew laughter from the press room, but it also hinted that trade negotiations are still not complete. Despite their warm relationship, both countries are still trying to finalize deals on energy, technology, and tariffs, issues that have been ongoing since the Donald Trump and Justin era. This meeting came at a time when North American politics is under focus again. The US and Canada share one of the world's largest trade relationships, but there have been tensions over tariffs, energy exports, and defense contributions. Carney, known for his claim and a diplomatic style, is trying to rebuild ties with Washington while maintaining Canada's independence. While Donald Trump, on the other hand, continues to use his trademark bold humor to push for US interest and keep his leadership image strong at home. So Mark Carney meeting with President Donald Trump in the Oval Office on Tuesday went viral. Carney handled it smartly, responding with diplomacy and confidence. Both leaders praised each other, but key trade issues between the two nations remain unresolved. While the jokes made headlines, The real question remains, when will the US and Canada seal their next big trade deal? So that's all for today. Update on the Trump Carney meeting from Washington. For more international updates, keep watching News on Face. Thank you.